It didn't sound like a tree crash to me. It sounded more like a...
It sounded like a cross between like a thump and like a knock or a bang.
Yeah. The Monongahela National Forest covers nearly 1 million acres in the eastern part of West Virginia. It is adjacent to the George Washington and Jefferson National Forests in neighboring Virginia, which is over 1.8 million acres. So with a combined total size of over 2 million acres, this is one of the largest protected areas in the eastern U.S. Additionally, eastern West Virginia and the western part of Virginia contain the most rugged terrain in both of these states, as well as this part of the Appalachian Mountains. For these reasons and many more, it is no wonder that these areas have produced a large number of Sasquatch sightings over the years. The habitat is certainly there. On a recent journey, I ventured into this region of Appalachia alongside a crew of friends and investigators to explore, hike, and research this amazing place. Making our way from north to south, we would spend over a week in areas part of the Monongahela and George Washington National Forests. The journey first begins near Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, fittingly enough at Mythical Pizza, which is a cryptid-themed pizza place. So we're at Mythical Pizza in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. This is basically cryptid-themed pizza shop. You've got, of course, Mothman on the walls. There's Bigfoot somewhere over here. Really just a lot of cool stuff. Figured it was the perfect place to start out this road trip through West Virginia, a state that's known for so many cryptids. We're obviously focusing more on the Bigfoot side of things in the National Forest and on the eastern side of the state, but I mean, come on, who doesn't love this kind of stuff? They got all kinds of cool stuff in the gift shop here. You've got just tons of cool souvenirs. Look at this, all sorts of stuff. Even the bathroom is decked out here. We got the menu here. Flatwoods fold over calzone pizza, Grafton Monster deep dish. Got all kinds of Bigfoot breads. We got all kinds of cryptid themed stuff. Squatch game. Poultrygeist. This was the Poultrygeist. Boneless wings and baby pepperoni. From there we head towards Davis, West Virginia, near the Canaan Valley section of the Monongahela National Forest and the nearby Blackwater Falls State Park. We made it. Oh, it's crazy windy. Whoa! Holy moly! Can you imagine trying to spend a night in this tower? No. I'll take the other one. Oh. Whoa. What a crazy place to be up. Good drop. Oh, it's so windy. You want to try it? Not really. Not that bad up there. Let's get down. The wind is definitely a little sketchy. If you are afraid of heights, this is the last place on earth I'd recommend you visit, because look at that drop. Not recommended. But it's beautiful. If it wasn't windy, it'd be a lot less sketchy. This is Pendleton Lake, I believe, small lake here in Blackwater Falls State Park. Researcher Charles Kimbrough has told me that somebody that he knew actually had a Class A Bigfoot sighting somewhere around the lake here. I don't exactly know where, but I mean, there's like a nature center here, and it's busy now because it's a beautiful day, but I imagine like some desolate time of the year, there's probably not much going on back here. So yeah, just a cool story. Deer limb hanging in the tree. Maybe not something you see every day. Some people would jump on this and say it's mysterious or strange, but I mean, deer season has been over for a while. Could be just somebody decided to toss a roadkill deer limb up here. But it's a little bit weird, a little creepy.
in a weird spot for roadkill on a road like this. It's not like a road you go fast on.
Yeah, this is like a National Forest road, service road. Or not a service road, just a road. Weird. The bugs like it. So this is a cool campsite that stayed at with some people a few years ago. Very Lord of the Rings-esque with the trees. This is the location where Les O'Dell had talked about while camping out here one time. He got roared at by what sounded like it came from the direction of the marshes. And we extensively hiked the marshes last time we were here. Found a rock stack, stone kind of stacked rocks on the other side of the marsh there. So we're kind of scouting it out. We're gonna see if we're gonna camp here or maybe further down into the actual valley. But this is a really neat looking area just on appearance. You know, how you got the trees kind of spaced apart and very neat looking. Kid's shoe. Always just something creepy. You find a shoe like that just hanging around. It's been raining on and off for a while. Taking a little nap in the car. We were gonna kind of just hang out in this area tonight, do a little fire out in that spot, maybe do some night hiking later. Mike actually just went out for a little hike and he, I guess, set up some cameras out here and was just kind of checking out the area. Yeah, I know the terrain, I remember it. It looks very similar to a few years ago. I mean, it was summer then, so maybe it had a little bit more foliage, but this area is so green with all the evergreen trees that it actually doesn't even look that different. It looks very similar to what I remember. Obviously just a little bit colder. It's you know, spring now as opposed to summer when I was here last time. There's our cooking setup. Again, holy moly.
Take two.
I got that on film.
Blooper reel.
Hold on, this is supposed to click in there, right?
Yeah, there's a hole.
You got it. All right, what are we cooking tonight?
Some venison backstrap. We're gonna throw it on the grill, cook it for a few minutes, and make tacos.
So this is venison backstrap that you got, right? Where's the steer from?
Western New York.
Western New York, nice. So we got a Western New York deer, tacos, cheese. Should be nice.
Pan.
It's been marinated, right? Would you give us? You don't have to give us a whole recipe, but how'd you marinate it?
Secret recipe. I'm not telling you that.
But it smells good.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's the secret recipe. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay, what we are.
You got this deer when in the fall?
Yeah, on the opener this year. Well, 2024.
Look at that. I'm excited.
Looks good.
Yeah, I just hoping to make it. I just hope the marinade isn't too salty.
Medium rare. Yeah, so we'll turn it down because that's gonna put a good sear pretty quick, man. We don't want to burn it and then be raw in the middle.
Got juice dripping.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Ready for the.
Yeah, we gotta get them back in.
Let's get the other one.
Throw them in there. Fortunately, we only have fake cheese.
You want
so
all of it in there? I mean, that's
this
a
is how
lot.
we're
There's a
doing our
lot.
Tacos. Filling these guys up.
Which I use the tongs probably, right?
Yeah, here, ready? I'll do it. I got it ready. We'll go. This was the first taco done, so we'll grab some, throw some on there. I don't even think we need hot sauce.
No, I think with the juice.
I'll grab one more.
I think it's fine with just what you got there with the juice and stuff.
All right. All right, here we go. There's the taco.
Nice little crunch.
Mmm.
Take the little one here.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
What's your verdict?
Delicious. No hot sauce needed.
Yeah. Very good. Mmm. Mmm.
Hey, cheese melted all right.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Mm.
We have a very special item here. Let's open this up. What do we got here, Brian? Tell us about this. This is
Okay.
a specialty we always have.
This is from a Portuguese bakery in Fall River, Massachusetts called Letty's Bakery. Shout out to Letty's Bakery. It's probably one of the best bakeries it's the best bakery in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Yes.
And every trip we make it a priority to get these long johns because they are out of this world.
It's called Long Johns. They got cream and like a strawberry, raspberry jam in there. Oh my god, they're the
And it's just fluffy. It's like biting a cloud. It's like a slice of heaven.
We eat good on these trips.
We do. We eat like we say we eat like kings.
Delicious venison tacos, thanks to Lucci, and these beautiful long johns.
They are beautiful.
Go for it. Wow, that is so good. I haven't had these probably since October. Delicious every time. Mm-hmm. My god. So we're standing here just kind of cleaning all our camp setup stuff. We were noticing earlier there's a lot of frogs making a lot of noise, and now all of a sudden frogs have completely stopped. So interesting development. Could be something nearby.
Something curious coming up here because of how loud we're being.
Maybe the food smells,
chattering.
you know.
Yeah.
So we'll probably just
too. So.
Huh?
It's deer.
And
too.
it's deer meat. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so heavily marinated, but we're gonna probably just maybe grab some thermals and just kind of hang around here, poke around, and see if there's anything in the area.
I think just acting normal, like nothing's going on.
Because like, go quiet for just 1 second. There's some distant ones, but
there's just.
But it's very quiet.
It went quiet.
Yeah, it definitely did. So we're gonna go out for a little night hike here in the swamp. It's starting to rain a little bit, so that's kind of a bummer. But Lucci, you were out here. You traversed the whole area earlier, so
yeah,
we'll go down this way. And I just remember from a few years ago doing the same kind of loop, but we'll see how interesting it is out there. If there's anything going on, it's very quiet right now, so maybe that's a good thing with the rain cover. I don't know. We'll see. Guys? What's wrong? Something moving? Quick movement of what?
It was just something brushing like through a branch, like a heavy movement for like just a couple seconds, and then that was it. Yeah, watch out! I got his. I mean, it got Chewie's attention.
Really? Is he on high alert?
When it first happened, it alerted him. No, I was on camera. I was just explaining how thick it is looking in, and then I shut my camera off and started walking, and we stopped, and then there was just a quick movement, just something, just moved, rubbed across a branch, and then just stopped. It didn't keep going.
All right, when you're ready. Everyone go lights off. But it didn't sound. It was closer than a gunshot. You were closer to it. What'd you hear? What? You were closer. What'd you hear? It was like a bang, like a thump, not knocking, something like that. Yeah. It was deep. It was loud. You got it on audio. I think so. You heard it, right, Brian? You didn't hear it. I heard it. Okay. this, Luca?
Just got kind of nauseous, like all of a sudden.
Random?
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Like you have to sit
That
down.
is kind of weird, dude. He literally sat down. I've never seen him do that.
Yeah, I thought he had something in his shoe or something.
That makes me go. Like, can you describe it to me?
I was just standing there listening, and I just kind of got nauseous all of a sudden, and like kind of dizzy, and felt faint.
You felt dizzy too?
Yeah, kind of like faint and dizzy, and I kind of just had to sit down.
I thought you were just like your stomach hurt because of the food.
It might have. It might be the food. I'm not sure, but it just kind of hit me.
How do you feel now?
That's weird.
I'm fine right now.
Damn venison.
Totally fine.
Stand up. Can you stand up? Can I test?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think?
I think we should go a little further.
I think we should go towards the sound.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Luca, though?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
That was a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little weird. Might be the food though.
Camera up. I mean, that was a loud, like,
A lot of
it didn't sound like a tree crash to me. It sounded more like a...
It sounded like a cross between like a thump and like a knock or a bang.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's just go up. Should we keep going?
Yeah.
Alright, let's try to keep the lights minimum down, I guess. Walking towards the origins of the big crashing sound, we get hit by a giant sudden burst of rain, and now it's stopped. We all started panicking, covering gear, and this is a tough situation to be in because you got rain clouds rolling every 10 minutes coming through. And yeah, it's a little annoying, very annoying actually. This is the direction where the crashing sound was, or the thump, whatever we're calling it. You feeling okay now?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had like something like that happen to you before?
No.
Like a sudden random feeling gross?
I don't know. Possibly.
So we're gonna go back to camp. Mike and I are gonna stay here a little bit and just see if we can hear anything. Yeah, I mean, it was a weird noise that I don't know, it was just it was loud. It's not like your typical tree fall kind of sound. Very quiet. Nothing much. Got an initial sound and that was it.
If it came from anywhere, it probably came from like...
I mean, it could be anywhere. It's so thick here, you can't see 10 feet in front of you with the rhododendrons and the
I'm saying
brush.
it must have came from like across this marsh though.
Yeah, it probably wasn't. Yeah. Decided we're gonna go do a little driving and therming, so we're gonna have the thermal out as Mike's driving. I'm gonna be kind of scanning the area all around here, see if we can't see anything. Hopefully we get some kind of wildlife. That'd be pretty cool. Morning here. Last night, very rainy, super rainy. I mean, other than that sound that we heard, there wasn't really much else going on, right? So we're gonna go now. Mike's got some cameras out in the woods. We're gonna go retrieve those and kind of wade through the swamp and see what it's looking like out there, see how different it is from a few years ago when I was out here. That giant twist right there, huh? Look at that. Truly makes sense why they call this area Little Canada. It looks so similar to areas up by me in the Northeast and then obviously into Canada. this is where you had the camera?
Tied one of those crappy knots because I knew it was going to be
Pointed that way?
Yeah.
Maybe get something cool.
Let's find out.
Nothing on there. We're hoping to at least get some deer or something.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's cut up through here. Let's go into this part of the...
Right
Yeah, we got a game trail. Nice. Cool rock formation. Huh?
Second one's over here.
Oh, your second camera? You put it out here in the woods?
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh. Oh, you put it over here, and you put it in the
It had a little more cover on it.
tree. Nice.
So I'm trying to do a thing about. I'm trying to do a thing about which cameras get more traction, ones that are out in the open or ones that are
Yeah.
you could see a little bit.
Smart.
But all the stuff I threw on this one,
Makes sense.
I guess blew off last night. Oh, I have 12.
Did all you? Yeah, totally. Okay, we found it. I was looking for this stacked stone structure. There it is. There it is.
Yeah, this definitely wasn't what I saw.
You didn't see it?
No, I didn't come up this far.
You put your camera literally right up over there, so you didn't even know how close this was. Yeah, I guess Les found this, or we found this last time. I mean, there's some pretty big rocks, but obviously a human could totally do this. But cool it's still here. I mean, it could have been here for years. We don't know. What happened?
Dude, something loud just crashed right over, right in these bushes. That scared me and Mike. My heart's pounding, dude.
How loud?
Very loud.
Hello? Hello? Did you hear a crash, Brian?
A crash.
I think it's probably just debris falling.
Dude, that was loud. That was very loud.
How far away would you estimate?
50 feet?
Oh.
Like somewhere in here. No, that was definitely, that was coming from here.
So I don't know what. Nobody was rolling. I mean, we would know if there was something right here.
Dude, that was loud enough to scare me.
You guys both got freaked out. Keep rolling. That was that.
That's the car door.
That was last time. I mean, I think we'd know if there was something in here. Something probably just fell, bro.
Yeah,
Something
probably.
got thrown at you.
Look at that. Another spot. We found it. Found a pretty big down tree, like 20, 30 feet. Yeah, that could be it. If that's what fell. That's what fell. Oh,
okay.
it could have fallen.
Okay, it's over here. Come here.
All right, yeah, I'm coming. You're
Pretty
thinking
sure
that?
might have fallen from that.
That makes a lot of sense. And it's laying on top of fresh growth, right?
Yeah, that's the same bark.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah, that's probably it. But God, man, that's really scared me.
It was good that they were able to determine with high probability what that sound was that startled them, without jumping to conclusions or sensationalizing the event. Maybe that's what we heard last night as well, when we heard that loud crash.
Chewie, you ready to go? Huh?
While the Canaan Valley area is as good as any found in this part of the National Forest, we had previously made plans to head towards the Dolly Sods Wilderness area, where we hoped to spend a few nights in one location. So that is where we headed to next.
This is the Allegheny Ridge. Dolly Sods Wilderness, beautiful area. One of the most beautiful places here on the East Coast, really. Desolate, you just got layers and layers of mountains all the way into Virginia. We'll be going that direction to Virginia next week, but you've got 1, 2, 3 layers of mountains right there, and they all look the same like this. Pretty desolate. Got towns in between them, but really not a whole lot going on. Might be hard to see here with this camera, but that mountain ridge right there, I'm pretty sure we're going to hike that in a few days. Oh man, what a just beautiful, like a painting out here. And you just have, we counted up to 8 layers. You can see 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 that we can see from here going out towards Shenandoah National Park into Virginia. But I mean, man, just unbelievable.
Dolly Sods today is a protected wilderness area within the Monongahela National Forest, containing nearly 18,000 acres. It is located on the highest plateau east of the Mississippi. Up until the late 19th century, Dolly Sods was considered a desolate wilderness. Harper's Monthly magazine characterized it as such in 1852. Quote, "It is so savage and inaccessible that it has rarely been penetrated even by the most adventurous. The settlers on its borders speak of it with a sort of dread, and regard it as an ill-omened region, filled with bears, panthers, impassable laurel brakes, and dangerous precipices. Stories are told of hunters having ventured too far, becoming entangled, and perishing in its intricate labyrinths." End quote. Unfortunately, the area was extensively logged and ravaged in the late 1800s and became quite barren and scorched by wildfires due to the habitat destruction. The Monongahela National Forest was founded in 1915 in part due to a desire to avoid other areas of this region suffering the same fate as Dolly Sods. The sods were purchased by the federal government in 1916 and would later be used for military training during the Second World War. Its road to recovery would begin, but it would not become a wilderness protection area until 1975. While we had wanted to stay in a camp just below the Dolly Sods Plateau, due to a Forest Service gate closure, we were not able to reach that location on this day and would have to try again the following.
Have a lump.
All right, Chef Brian, what's on the menu tonight?
On tonight's menu, we are preparing steak fajitas, onions, peppers, Mexican blend of cheese, kind of a spicy lemon fajita sauce.
Nice.
And then an extra little teriyaki glaze I put on it for a little kick.
Ooh,
so it's
delicious.
It's delicious.
Let's go.
And it's simple. All right, ready?
Finished product. Woo! What's the verdict? For camping food, amazing. Just food in general. He can't even say anything. What do you think, man? Good?
Perfect camping stock.
Nighttime up here near Dolly Sods. We're gonna go for a little night stroll and just walk around, kind of check the area out. There's been reports up here. This is a pretty interesting area, former military testing site. Less than 100 years ago, now a protected wilderness area. So there's a lot going on here, I guess. Some people still find unexploded ordnances out here off trail, so that's kind of creepy to think about. Hopefully we don't find any tonight. It's about 7 a.m. here in Dolly Sods. Got up to see the sunrise here. It's a little cloudy, but there's some pretty incredible cloud coverage over here. I'll pan the camera and show you. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. The gap.
Look at that. That's something. Found a tower, another tower out here. Yeah, they got it locked. I wouldn't want to go up there anyway. It's pretty scary. So you can see part of the tower here falling over. Really bad shape, but it's kind of cool to see. Great view from up there. Stuff you find out here. I guess you'd call this an abandoned place, sort of. I mean, it's known, but it's definitely, you know, it used to be a tower that had a house and everything in it. A little spot, but no longer. Found an area that we are going to post up for a couple days here. It's a very cool looking spot. You have very clear areas for thermal usage at night. Path up there that takes you into the woods. The woods just look really cool here. If there's anything in the area we'd be able to see on the thermal. So we're gonna put 2 of the cars here, put up a little canopy, and then got a fire pit here, and we can kind of take it as we please and sort of enjoy the area. So definitely happy about this spot. It'd be a cool place to spend a few nights at. All right, here's the setup. Toby is going up there on the hill. He's going for the encounter location, I guess. Toby, what's going on with your tent over here, man?
I'm really just trying to keep it from standing out from all the timber. So if something,
Yeah, show me what you got going on.
So I put some, dug up some of this moss around this area, put it around the tent, and I took some dead sticks and whatnot and covered it up.
Looks good too with the camo.
Yeah, it's just to keep it from standing out.
It's a great area,
I want
man.
to therm over this real late at night once everybody dies in.
Heck yeah, you got a good vantage point, and you're right up here on the hill. So good job, man. Very clever. Look at that. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Definitely doesn't stand out as much. So love it. Now to deploy my saddle tree stand so that we can come back later at night and I can sit up in the tree with a thermal and just scan for a few hours, have somebody down at the base. We're going to split up into teams of 3. One team will have Chewie tonight as well.
Yeah, there's a fire pit up here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, right over here.
There you go, 14 minutes of Chewie GoPro.
I think I'll do this tree. Should be fine. We can get up to like there, maybe. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used this thing.
gonna do a little bit of an angle on this thing.
Uh-oh.
This is fun.
So you kind of just like jump it up there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like this is like a lineman's belt.
I've never seen this done.
Wait, am I in the shot?
Yeah,
You got it.
Alright.
Oh wow.
Okay, so now I'm gonna need somebody to see that rope right there, Lucci?
Which one?
That other rope?
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me that, try to clip that thing on there, the stand. I'm only doing 2 steps, I'm not going higher up than
Where do you
that.
want me to clip it?
Just clip it on somehow. Doesn't matter how. Thank you, sir. And pull that. Okay, so now then I attach this into here. This is all rock climbing rated stuff. Okay, so now the idea is I have 2 forms of rope. So I have the lineman belt and I have the tether. All I would have to do with the tether is I just pull this guy up. So now like it's kind of, see what I mean? Like I can kind of hang now.
Right.
And it's holding me. But so now I'm gonna need that platform. Platform is the worst part. Try to like. So now I gotta basically get enough so I can okay, that's pretty much it. So now, like that, all I do is I move my tether up higher. But I don't know, what'd you say? I'm like 15 feet up, maybe more?
Yeah, about.
So there's 4 of these sticks. You could hypothetically get up there, but that's terrifying.
We should have brought something to mark where this was.
I think it'd be pretty.
It's pretty close to camp. We're not far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour this. I'm going to put some decenter on here, scent away. Kind of try to get rid of my odor a little bit. See if that'll work. I'll get through this stuff here. Yeah, there we go.
No view from the ridge. It's just, this one's a slow incline.
Yeah. Maybe over there we might get something.
Almost looks like a face.
What'd you find there, man?
Bone.
Little deer bone just sitting.
It was in this.
It was in like that, right? Oh, look at that! It's got some teeth.
Yeah,
It's got some teeth marks on it. Here, film that. You hold it. I can't. I won't focus. Look at that! You can see the teeth marks on there.
That's cool.
I want it to focus.
Right here.
Trying to get it to focus.
It's not working. Something's going away at this.
Yeah. See the bite marks?
Why was it sitting in there like that though?
So we're making our way out of camp. These guys apparently found a sinkhole out here in the woods. That's it?
No, this is another one that I told you about.
I mean, it looks like it.
Oh, some kind of crater in the ground.
Come here, bub.
Yeah, the good one over here, though.
I was like, that was a little underwhelmed, not gonna lie. When I saw that, I'm like,
No.
this is what you're talking about, bro? Really? Really, bro?
We wouldn't drag you guys this far out into the woods for that.
Yeah.
You better not.
Whoa. I don't want to fall in there. Whoa, man. Yeah, look at that. You guys walk all the way around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's the interesting part right there. Like,
It just goes down.
yeah, it doesn't pull anywhere. Where it goes. Yeah,
There could be a cave right under here. I mean, we don't know.
that's what I'm
We
thinking.
are under a cave because my foot is ripping through roots. It's wet. Chewie just kind of went right in it.
Really? Right in there?
You stick your foot in, but don't go full like weight.
I don't know. Just go. It might be. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think have a better shot of over here. Yeah, I wish the leaves were in the thing had. They're pretty cool.
Probably is a cave that this all. I mean, this water is pouring somewhere. It's just going down.
That's what's driving me crazy about it.
I don't think anything big could fit in there, but it is kind of cool to know that they're.
You could probably get out from here.
I'll not go over there.
That looks stable.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. All these leaves are blocking it, but yeah, I would. It'd be scary. I wouldn't go in there unless you really know what you're doing. You know. No, yeah, it's not even worth.
Harness like a tree over there, just for.
It's not even worth it. Because it could just be a small passage, like not even big enough to fit a human. But that's the thing with the mountains and stuff up here. There's a lot of caves. I mean, we're not that far from Smoke Hole Caverns, which is a huge cave system. Just, that's like less than 10 miles from here. So there could be all sorts of uncharted stuff. This just looks like not even a sinkhole, like just a cave entrance that's covered in leaves. So that sinkhole cave is right there. And then over here we got just another creek. There's plenty of water sources here, that is for sure. Without a doubt. Huh, Chewie? What do you think? He just went right for the water. Very neat area. You got all these little dried up riverbeds. Some are actually still active. Rock formations. I mean, you think of this as being a very exposed area, but if something was right up there, you've got the rhododendrons and the laurel starting. Could absolutely hide right there. Stay away from us. So we've got thunderstorm rolling in. Very fun. We're gonna all kind of try to huddle up underneath the little tent car setup here, I guess. Hoping it just passes us over. There's a dark cloud right there, but hopefully it just comes and goes.
Up right there, too.
Of course, now when I film, it's gonna stop.
Good, keep filming, keep filming.
I know, right?
I want to see another cloud in the sky.
I know. Oh, look, the sun's coming out.
Sunset, yay!
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
Sounds like it's getting further. Thunder.
That was a lot of rumbling, though.
Oh, see that?
That was cool.
It's cool, but cool.
It's all fun and games until it's not.
Cool can change into not cool.
It's all fun and games until it's not. Is it gonna hit?
It might be just wind.
I'm gonna wait till we get really hit.
Yeah,
Gosh darn it.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
It's coming. It's coming.
I don't know if we should close this or get in. Or... You enjoying yourself there, Brian?
Like a king.
Everyone's retreated to their vehicles. Luckily the rain has subsided. We are now hanging out under this lovely setup here. Very quiet and spooky out there. It's gotten pretty dark. We're gonna start getting ready to make our plans for the night here and head out and kind of see what's going on tonight, if we can stir anything up or if there's anything around. Worth a try. Rain has subsided. Everything's wet. It's cool, creepy. Hopefully it'll be an interesting night. What do we got going on here?
Well, this is Chewie's first time wearing night vision cam.
Chewie Phasm. He's the Chewie ghost
Yep,
cam.
we got the Chewie Phasm cam going.
Wow, that's gonna be really cool footage.
So I'm just gonna let it run until it goes dead. So
Yeah. Has it got a little battery pack on there or no?
yeah, no. But what I'm gonna do in the future is
Just hook
put
up battery.
put his pack on, and then I can just put my charger right to it and just have it go as long as it
It's gonna
can.
look so cool. Imagine he runs up on something.
Yeah. I'll let as soon as we get going, I'm gonna turn it on.
Yeah. Guess what's the plan? What do we want to do?
So there's 6 of us. We could either do 3 teams of 2 or 2 teams of 3.
3 teams of 2. Spread out a little more.
Yeah.
It's one of these. No promises, but I got something that might fit too.
That's fun.
Okay.
The eye in the sky.
Ryan will be Team Chewie.
I'm primarily just gonna try to do.
Since we both have our own radio.
Does he have
Wait,
one?
shh.
I just heard something up there.
Here, just take this one so you have something since you're. Good luck.
Let's do it.
You mind carrying that or putting it in your bag or something?
Yeah, start my bag.
I scanned with the thermal endlessly from the tree stand, but did not notice any sort of wildlife, even after things had settled down, noise-wise. This would have been the perfect area to see something, though, given the lack of foliage and wide spacing between the trees.
Alright, well, I'm out of the tree. I was up there, like maybe an hour or two?
Yeah.
Very quiet. Got another team coming towards us now. There's not much going on. Extremely quiet. Barely even any barred owls we can hear. Just not a lot going on.
After a few more hours out in the woods, the rain started to pick up again, and we called it a night.
Wow, blends right in with that bark if its head was chopped off. I know.
It's a nice torrential downpour last night. Everything is wet. Other than that was right underneath the little canopy. Chewie, your thoughts? He doesn't seem to care. So that's the situation. Hopefully the weather gets better today and we can kind of explore the area and continue to check it out here. But we shall see.
It rained pretty hard throughout most of the night, which killed most of our overnight audio. But upon reviewing the audio some days later, Mike noticed something interesting around 4 a.m. in which there were a few knock-like noises captured by the recorder, which I'll let play now. While we can't say exactly what they are, the knocks do sound pretty distinct overall. In addition to that, while reviewing footage from the previous day, when I had been setting up my tree stand during daylight, the camera captured what seemed to be some kind of yell that none of us noticed at the moment.
I can see this stuff here. Here.
What's odd about it is how random and human-like it sounds. It doesn't sound like a bird or any other animal you'd expect. Of the 6 of us humans there, 5 of us were within 20 feet of each other as I set up my stand, including Chewie, who was laying close to us. The only other person in our group was back at camp and taking a nap, thus unlikely to be the culprit for such a random scream. We are fairly certain we were the only humans in that vicinity, as we were the only ones camping in that area the entire day. There were some private properties further off from us, but in the opposite direction. I'm certainly not jumping to any conclusions about it. I just felt the need to point it out, as it's something I found out after the fact while I was putting this video together. And again, what was interesting was that none of us seemed to notice or react at all in the moment.
I can see this stuff here.
Yeah, there we go.
The first few days of this West Virginia journey, while being difficult with the conditions, were still very enjoyable. Any chance to be in beautiful nature such as this is not time wasted. That sound we heard the first night near the Canaan Valley very likely could have been just tree fall or debris, as the guys were able to experience that themselves the following morning. As for the rest of the audio, it has been presented without comment, simply as a way to just share what we captured and let you make up your own mind. Next time on Beyond the Trail, we continue our epic journey through this rugged part of West Virginia.